Imagine this. This very moment, we hold the power to transform our greatest challenges into our most profound victory. But how, you might ask? Today we dive deep into the heart of an ancient philosophy that has empowered individuals to thrive in adversity and find serenity amidst chaos for centuries. Think about the last time we faced a situation that tested our patience or shook our confidence. How did we respond? Were we prisoners to our immediate reactions, or did we choose a response that reflected our deeper values and convictions? This is where ancient wisdom shines, guiding us to respond to life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and equanimity. Today, we explore a profound concept rooted in ancient wisdom, yet strikingly relevant in our modern world: the art of training our minds to respond, not react. This concept isn't just about controlling our temper or keeping our cool in challenging situations. It's about cultivating a deep-seated sense of awareness, grounding ourselves in the present moment to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and intention. The ancient philosophers, known for their practical approach to life, believed that while we might not have control over the events that happen to us, we do have control over how we interpret and respond to these events. This philosophy teaches us to focus on what's within our control, encouraging a detachment from external circumstances and an anchoring in our own reason and choices. This wisdom inspires us to pause, reflect, and choose a course of action that is reasoned and deliberate rather than impulsive and reactive. Why is this important? Think about how much of our stress, regret, and frustration comes from knee-jerk reactions to things people say or do. Now imagine if instead we could remain calm, centered, and thoughtful, even when the world around us is anything but. This isn't just about improving our peace of mind. It's about becoming more effective, compassionate, and resilient individuals, qualities that can transform not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. In our exploration today, we'll delve into various strategies that draw from both modern psychology and ancient philosophy to help us develop this responsive mindset. We'll look at how to cultivate mindfulness, the importance of identifying and expressing our emotions constructively, and how to keep the bigger picture in mind, perspective that these philosophers excelled at. By the end of this discussion, we'll have a toolkit of strategies to help us pause, assess, and respond thoughtfully to whatever life throws our way. Let's embark on this journey together, learning to anchor ourselves in the wisdom of the ancients and the power of our own minds to choose our responses, transforming our experiences and interactions for the better. In our journey to understand the essence of responding over reacting, we delve into a realm where every thought and action is deliberate, echoing the profound teachings of ancient philosophers. These venerable sages of ancient Greece and Rome held a view of life that is remarkably applicable to our fast-paced modern world. They taught the value of mastering one's emotions and reactions, emphasizing that true power lies in our ability to choose our response to any given situation. So why is it so vital to cultivate a response rather than a knee-jerk reaction? Imagine we're in a tense meeting or facing a personal challenge. The default human behavior is often to react instinctively, driven by the immediate surge of emotions. This reaction, though natural, is seldom in our best interest in the long run. It can escalate conflicts, hurt relationships, and lead to decisions we might later regret. Here's where ancient wisdom shines through. The ancients believed in living according to nature and reason, advocating for a life where every action is guided by virtue and rational thought. By embracing this philosophy, we learn to observe our initial impulses, examine them with a rational mind, and choose a course of action that aligns with our core values and long-term goals. Responding rather than reacting means taking a moment to pause when faced with a triggering event. It's about stepping back to observe not only the external event, but also our internal response to it. This reflective pause allows us to consider various outcomes and choose one that is reasoned, balanced, and most importantly, under our control. In practicing this approach, we're not suppressing our emotions or pretending they don't exist. Instead, we're acknowledging them, understanding their origins, and then deciding if and how they should influence our actions. This approach empowers us to interact with the world in a way that maintains our inner peace and integrity, regardless of external circumstances. But the importance of responding, overreacting, extends beyond personal peace. It influences the quality of our relationships, the effectiveness of our leadership, and our resilience in the face of adversity. When we respond thoughtfully, we demonstrate respect, understanding, and empathy towards others' viewpoints and experiences, fostering more meaningful and constructive interactions. Embarking on a transformative to train the mind requires more than mere intention. It necessitates deliberate and sustained effort, much like the practices espoused by the ancients. These philosophers offer timeless insights that can anchor our modern approach to cultivating a responsive, rather than reactive mind. Firstly, let's delve into the power of self-awareness, cornerstone of ancient philosophy. These philosophers emphasize the importance of introspection and understanding one's own thoughts and motivations. In our context, this means cultivating an acute awareness of our mental and emotional states. When we're aware of our thoughts and feelings, we're better equipped to manage them effectively. This heightened self-awareness allows us to recognize the onset of emotional reaction and provides the crucial first step in choosing a different, more reasoned response. Next, we explore the practice of pausing, a simple yet profound strategy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, often spoke of the space between stimulus and response, the space where we have the power to choose our actions. By cultivating the habit of pausing, even just for a few seconds, we give ourselves the opportunity to step back from our immediate impulses. This pause can be filled with a deep breath, a moment of reflection, or a brief meditation. It's in this space that we can consult our inner philosopher, asking ourselves what virtue calls for in this moment and what response aligns with our highest self. Another pivotal strategy is reframing our perspective, a technique that ancient philosophers used to maintain equanimity in the face of adversity. This involves consciously choosing to view a situation from a different angle, one that reduces its emotional charge and reveals alternative ways to engage with it. For instance, instead of seeing a challenging work situation as a threat, we might reframe it as an opportunity to grow and demonstrate resilience. By changing our narrative, we shift our emotional responses and open up new possibilities for action. Moreover, these philosophers were advocates of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. In practicing this principle, we learn to invest our energy wisely, responding actively to our own thoughts and actions while accepting the external events as they unfold. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. Rather, it's about recognizing where our power truly lies and choosing to act there with intention and integrity. Finally, the practice of consistent reflection and adjustment is key to training the mind. The ancients engaged in daily self-examination, assessing their actions and progress toward virtue. Similarly, we can end our day by reflecting on our responses, celebrating our successes in choosing thoughtful actions, and learning from the times we fell back into reactivity. This ongoing process of self-assessment and improvement fosters a responsive mindset and cultivates the wisdom and balance that this ancient philosophy so highly values. By integrating these strategies into our daily lives, we not only honor the legacy of the ancients, but also empower ourselves to live with greater purpose, calm, and effective. Through persistent practice, we transform our minds, guiding them toward responses that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. Mindfulness, at its core, is about cultivating a deep awareness of the present moment. It's about observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, allowing us to gain insights into their nature and influence. By practicing mindfulness, we align with the ancient endeavor to live with awareness and intention, anchoring ourselves firmly in the now, only time when we truly have the power to act. One practical way to cultivate mindfulness is through focused attention exercises such as breath meditation. By simply observing our breath, noticing each inhale and exhale, we develop the ability to maintain attention and return it to our point of focus when it wanders. This practice is not just about relaxation. It's a training ground for the mind, enhancing our ability to concentrate and remain present amid life's distractions and challenges. Another key practice is mindful observation, which can be applied to any daily activity, turning it into an opportunity for mindfulness. Whether we're eating, walking, or even performing mundane tasks, we can practice being fully engaged with the activity, observing every aspect with curiosity and openness. This not only enriches the experience itself, but also strengthens our ability to remain focused and responsive in various situations. Body scan meditation is another powerful mindfulness technique, fosters body awareness and presence. By attentively scanning through different parts of the body, we not only cultivate a greater connection with our physical selves, but also learn to recognize and release stored tensions and emotions. This practice echoes the ancient reflection on the nature of bodily experiences and the importance of not allowing them to unduly influence our rational minds. Incorporating mindfulness into our interactions with others can also transform our relationships and communication. By being fully present with others, listening attentively, and observing without judgment, we foster deeper understanding and connection. This practice aligns with the value of empathy and the recognition that others, too, are rational beings navigating their own challenges and experiences. By embracing these mindfulness practices, we walk a path tread by the ancients, one that leads to greater clarity, tranquility, and effectiveness in our actions. As we cultivate a mindful presence, we equip ourselves with the tools,